Greetings, this is Darvain and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Tales of the Sword Coast. In the last episode, after nearly an hour of fighting simulations with Obi, we have finally defeated all the monsters. And now it's time for us to carry on exploring the rest of Candlekeep.
It is done.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
If you have a mage, cleric or druid in your party, your characters must memorise spells using the rest button on the mage book or preschool pages. To get to these pages, right click on your character portrait and then select the book or scroll icon that appears on the left. Okay. Thank you for that ever so important update. Put you back up there.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Bards can inspire their comrades in combat by using the battle song. They are able to move when singing, but any other action will end the song. While they may be rogues, bards primarily concern themselves with people. Because of this, they can pick pockets but lack the other thieving skills.
I can take Drizzt with both my arms tied behind my back.
Okay, level 200, that's pretty cool. And that is the bunkhouse. Let's go and see what's inside the bunkhouse.
I've a blade with your name on it.
Here there, you're Gorian's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. That I am? Do I know you? No, I don't believe you do. I'll not be here long, so it don't matter. You'll not be here long either, so it matters even less. Just thought I'd have a look at you. Pretty face, but I don't see what the fuss is about. No matter, I deliver your skull and I'm set for life.
It is done. Certainly.
Something on your mind?
I heard shouting to Vane. Are you alright? He's dead, whoever he was. He lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karen, what is happening to this place? It's not this place, child. It's you they're after. Gorian is waiting on the steps to the central library and wants you to go to him as soon as you have bought what you need at the inn. Oh, Devane, I have been your tutor for so many years, and only in this moment have I come to doubt that my teachings have not been enough. Go to Gorian, child. It is safe for you here no longer.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Clerics or paladins have the ability to turn undead. Activating this icon will cause many undead creatures to flee or even be destroyed. When in this mode, the character can move wherever they wish. Any other actions, such as attacking or casting a spell, will deactivate the ability. Okay, this is the barracks, so let's go and have a look see what's in the barracks. We have Fuller over here.
I
Indeed.
should have joined the army.
Ugh, what a mead-filled night. That hole is too much. Poor Sap had to go man the gate this morning too. Don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? I was just wondering if you had any errands I could run. Errands? Yeah, actually, I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get some off Winthrop at the inn, I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well, there'll be a few coins in it for you too, so you can stop giving me that look. Okay. Fuller's recovering from last night's mead fest in the barracks. After a little pestering, he agreed to give me a little bit of change if I fetch a quarrel of crossbow bolts from the innkeeper, Winthrop. Oh yeah, we've got a sword. It's not our sword. But still, never mind.
It is
I
done.
can take Drizzt with both my arms tied behind my back.
Took your sweet time, didn't you? Garayan's a fool for trying to bring you up right, and you can tell him I said so too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this whole iron crisis is the result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here, I'm on duty. Hull gave me 10 GP for bringing him his own dumb sword. I should have charged him extra for the tongue lashing he gave me though. Heh, you're a wonder you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armour though, as I hear that bandits out there would as soon kill you as look at you to get it off your back. I just hope this whole iron crisis business is wrapped up soon. Okay. This is the inner grounds.
I should have joined the army. I should have joined the army.
So we've done our full circuit, and here we are back at the Candlekeep Inn.
It is done.
Hello, child.
Buy
Shall
items
we
by
continue
talking to the
your
keeper of a
lessons?
store or inn. You can also rest your party by renting a room, try to hear a few rumours over a mug of ale, or attempt a little shoplifting. In the buy-sell screen, items that the currently selected character cannot use due to class limitations or weapon proficiencies will be tinted red, although others in your party may have a use for them. Okay. And with that, I think it's safe to say that we will...
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, hello there, young one. Come and visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 5,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep custom, don't you know? You always were the big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier very nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Oh, just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nevers, but you know you are always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? Okay, so we can choose a room to rest in. We're not going to do that. We can buy drinks here. Got a nice selection. Those, you can see how much they cost. And we can hear rumours if we decide to do that. Bit of thievery if we were a thief. But instead we are going to peddle our wares. Sell some nice... Sell some nice stuff. And then we will buy the bolts that we need for Fuller. Okay.
No time to chit-chat.
I'm sorry, but my wife and I would like some time alone. Isn't that right, lovey?
A pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person such as yourself.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Direct your selected character climb stairs by moving the pointer to the top of the stairway and left clicking. The graphic will change to a stair icon when in the right spots.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Beragos was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Garion's ward, aren't you? My, you have come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Teftoril in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now. If you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Firebeard Elvenhair, an old mage who makes the occasional visit here from Beragrost, has left an identify skull with Teftoril in the inner grounds. I swear, without me, to run its endless errands, this keep would crumble into the very dust from which it sprang.
Certainly.
Yoink!
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
Yes, might I help you? Sorry to have disturbed you. Wrong room, I fear. Perfectly understandable. Good eve to you.
Away with you, beggar.
What? I certainly hope there is an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself. My apologies, I must have got the room numbers mixed about. Dreadfully sorry. Ahem, yes, well, don't let it happen again.
It is done. Indeed.
So we're going to go give these crossbow bolts to Fuller, and then we will go around and look around the inner circle, the inner grounds of Candlekeep.
I should
Certainly.
have joined the army.
Here you go, you little money grubber. Put a few gold pieces in your purse. Yay! Fuller gave me a lousy 10 gold for running his errands. I bet get at least 15 for being an errand runner in Baldur's Gates.
Certainly.
Greetings, young one.
Firebeard has sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well, return your scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He is waiting for you on the steps of the Central Library. I assure you, child, it is a matter of greatest urgency.
Hey, it's me, Emmoen.
I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but will not say to where. Little one, I'm not much younger than you, though you sure got tall fast. Relatively anyway. A journey, huh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes sir, really do. Alright, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Don't be silly. Ryan would never even let you finish the sentence, especially after what that letter of his said. Did I say that? No, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter. Nope, I'll just get back to work now. You'd better go. Gorion is waiting. Suspicious. My old friend Imoen pestered me today. She has a strange way of showing her affection for me, and sometimes she can be quite annoying. Still, she's a nice girl, and I'm glad to know her. Yes. And of course here's Gorion. Can't get inside Candlekeep though. Okay.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Please, Father, tell me where we will be going. Alas, I cannot, for I have not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that we will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amidst its teeming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I shall think on this. What could possibly harm us here? This place is a fortress and guarded beyond measure. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for ne'er-do-wells, but it is not insurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible, for our safety and for that of our friends here. What should I bring with me on this journey? If you would just give me a clue as to what I will need. My dear child, you should know yourself well enough to purchase the gear you need. I have given you what I can spare, so hurry off to the inn and speak with Winthrop. Use your skills as a reference and buy what basics you must. Though spend wisely. His prices are fair, but you may not have enough gold to purchase all that you would want. Just wait a little longer, there are a few things I must do. Okay. I've been putting it off, so let's have a look at our character. I'm sure when we put this together. Right now, we kind of suck. We are proper sucky. But then that's because we're not using any weapons that we are proficient with. So, once we get a longsword or a bow, we should be fine. Fortunately, we don't get any bonuses to hit. We do get an extra bonus to damage, though. And we get 2 bonus hit points per level. So, that's all well and good for now. Okay, let's look at the information. Most powerful foe vanquished was Shank. We have 100% of the kills. Our favourite weapon is the Warhammer, but we sold that. But hey, we've killed 15 things that counted, and the experience value of kills is 45 XP. Not much. Let's look at our biography. Drawn to the clamour of the forge at an early age, you have become quite skilled working for the monks of the keep, and have kept them supplies with whatever tools are occasionally required. Inspired by your foster father's tales of ironclad heroes, however, you know you would much rather swing a blade than a smithy's hammer. One of the watchers has been kind enough to take you under her wing, and has trained you in the basics of the deadly arts. You learn to leave the safe walls of your library home and venture forth along the tradeway, a trusty weapon at your side. You know little of how you came to be a ward of Gorion's, but over the years you have gleaned something of your mother's tale from his vague allusions and from the words he sometimes uttered in tear-filled sleep. She was a human from Silvery Moon, and a friend of his for many seasons. As you have no memory of her, nor any keepsakes to remind you of her existence, you have come to believe that she died while giving birth to you. Perhaps it was the pain of such a passing that led Gorion to cloister himself within the narrow halls of Candlekeep and raise you as his own. Of your father, you have learned nothing. Okay. So with that in mind, we can see about sorting out the last few bits before we prepare to leave.
In the ear of the turrets, a great host host will come from the east like a plague of locusts. So saith the wise Alondo.
The great lizards of the north shall descend with fire and fury. And such
The
a
Lord of
pestilence will
murder
follow
shall
in his
perish,
wake that all that know
but
of
in
his
his doom he
passing
shall spawn a score of
shall
mortal
be
progeny.
struck down by the
Chaos will be sown
plague.
from their passage.
So saith
So saith the wise Alondo.
When shadows
In the
descend
year of the
upon the
turrets,
land,
a
The
great
Lord
host
of
will
murder
come
shall
from the east like a
will
plague
walk
of locusts.
alongside
But
us
in
as
his doom
So
he
saith
shall
the wise
spawn a
Alondo.
score of
So
mortal
saith the
progeny.
great
And
Alondo.
such a pestilence Chaos will be sown from their passage.
All that know of his passing.
And they were the chanters. Basically, they chant the prophecies of the wise Alondo. Only one of which is relevant to us. But can you guess which one that was? I'm not going to tell you if you can't. We'll find out soon enough.
Certainly.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, I'm glad to see that age has not hardened your heart towards an old man such as myself. I'll take all of your identifier scrolls. I have a great use for these types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you, or protect you from any evil you might meet tonight. Okay, so we've got a spell cast, we've got another potion given to us. And it's time to buy what we need to buy. So, let's sell this dagger. We don't want this dagger. We need, first and foremost, we need a weapon. So let's go with a longsword. It's the cheapest of the swords right now. We have a helmet. We'll have a buckler. Some leather armor. Okay. See about getting some arrows. And a short bow. We can do that for now. Let's improve our shield to a small shield. Studded leather armor. Medium shield. Okay, so we can get a large shield. That's pretty good. We want the large shield because A, they're awesome, and they give us a bonus to ranged attack. They give us a bonus to defense against the ranged attacks. We want a helmet. Okay, we can go to splint mail, which is the best armor we can get. Probably go with a bastard sword. Okay. We will stick with our short bow because that will come in handy. We can actually afford one. I'm not going to buy a lot more, but we will buy a couple more arrows. Will be useful. Okay, so we have now. Go with our weapon, which is a short sword. We can also have bow with arrows. Fill up. And we can't use a shield because we've got a two-handed weapon equipped, which is the bow. We don't need that right now, so we'll put there. That's basically we're using our shield, which is, I like to have two setups. I like to have an indoor and an outdoor combat setup. Outdoors, great for having ranged weapons. Indoor, especially as the tank, it's often better off to have a shield, so you can engage in the smaller spaces rather than worrying about it. But let's have a look at what we got. Okay, we have a short bow. Just the first bow's developed. Okay. They just do basic arrow damage, which is 1d6, but they're fast and they're pretty good. We have a longsword, which allows us to do 2d4 damage. We have our helmet, which doesn't provide us any armor class bonus, but protects against critical hits, which is pretty much what you need if you're going to be in the front line as the protagonist, because a single critical hit can seriously ruin your day. Scale Mail gives us an armor class of 4. And we have the Large Shield, which gives us an armor class bonus of 1, but gives us a extra +1 versus missile weapons. So it's actually quite good if we're being shot at by ranged attacks. So, and just to let you see, I'm going to put that back down there for now. As a bow, if you look. Okay, firstly, using our bow, we have a FACO of 19, number of attacks 2.5. So basically, we have improved points, and we do 3 attacks every 2 turns. So that's 1 attack on the first turn, I believe, and then 2 attacks on the second, but it might be the other way around. Got some armor class modifiers now. So we're all pretty much kitted out. But as we are still indoors at the moment, put on my indoor get-up, and let's go.
Indeed.
Now we are all ready to leave with Gorion, but it's been an episode, so we're going to save it there because this effectively ends this chapter and gives us the cutscene for the next. So we will leave it there. We'll save that as LP3. And as always, this has been Baldur doing Let's Play Baldur's Gate, Tales of the Sword Coast. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Also consider supporting me on my new Patreon page, which will be in the description. And until the next time, goodbye.